Today I am prepping for Easter, and I'm going to be having people over to my house tomorrow morning for brunch. And so I wanted to have something kind of special, kind of spring, summery, light and fluffy. And so I'm doing a strawberry lemonade cake. Now some people call these bars, I call it a cake. And I'm using just a regular strawberry cake mix. I'm not going to follow the instructions on the back. Instead, I want to add the cake mix. I want to mix it up with a half a cup of melted butter or softened butter, and I also want to put 1 egg in it. So here we go. I've already made my cake bottom for this. I'm using just a regular pan here. This is one of those Pioneer Woman casserole pans. I just love it. And I wanted something kind of deep, so I'm just going to be putting my strawberry layer down on the bottom, and I'm going to be pressing this down into the bottom of the pan. Now mine is kind of like a really thick cake level layer, but that's how it came out, so that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to set this aside right now, and I'm going to start on the lemon portion of it. To make our lemon filling, we're going to add 4 tablespoons of butter. Now you don't want it completely melted, but you need it softened quite a bit. We're going to be adding a full block of cream cheese, and I'm going to go ahead and just stir that up. All right, to that softened cream cheese and butter, we're going to be adding 3 cups of powdered sugar. So let me get that going here. I'm going to actually mix this up after each cup of powdered sugar. We're also going to be adding 2 eggs. So I'm going to do an egg in between the powdered sugar. All right, I've got a fresh lemon I just picked off my tree. You can squeeze in as much as you like. The recipe says about a tablespoon, so I'm going to put that in and see if I need more. So I added a little bit more lemon juice and a little bit of lemon food coloring, and I'm just going to scrape the sides of the pan down, give it one more stir. You want to get the lemon all the way to the edges of the pan. And it'll settle itself because this is a lot thinner than the bottom part of the cake. So I'm going to put this in a preheated 350-degree oven, and I'm going to cook it for about 30 minutes, maybe a little longer, but I'll check the middle to see when it's done, and I'll bring it back and show you in just a little bit. So I'm going to save the rest of my lemon juice here just because I'm probably going to put a little bit of a glaze over the top of this. Well, you are going to faint when you see this strawberry lemonade cake. Holy cannoli. It is gorgeous. Now it took way longer than 30 minutes. It was like an hour and 10 minutes. But I think it's because I put it in a smaller pan instead of the typical 9x13. But take a look at this beauty. I don't know if you can tell just how thick this thing is, but let me show you the side. Look at that thing. It's unbelievable. So I'm going to put a light lemon glaze on it. You can see there's like yellow and red coming up through it. So I made a glaze out of simple powdered sugar and lemon juice. Remember, I took the rest of that lemon. So all I'm going to do is just put this right over the top of this hot cake. I don't want it to sit on this cake and, you know, be a frosting. It's a glaze, but I want to have this glaze on most of the cake. So I'm just going to put this on while it's nice and hot, because it'll help it to go down like the sides of it, and I want glaze everywhere around the edges as well. Now, I know presentation's everything, but I'm gonna cut a little piece of this just so I can show you that I tried it. And then tomorrow, after it cools, I'm gonna cut it into squares and I'm gonna put it on a really pretty tray, because we wanna see how this looks on the middle of this cake. All right, it looks like more of the yellow part of it has kind of gone to the middle of the cake. So I'll have to show you that tomorrow. Let's see if I can show you here. Can you see down in there? It's more yellow in the middle. So I think probably the red must have come up through the top and then the yellow went into the middle of the cake. It's gonna make a great presentation. And we're gonna go ahead and give this cake a try. It smells delicious. All right, let's give this a try. We're gonna have a little bit of the topping and we're gonna have a little bit of the lemon and strawberry. Mmm. Oh my gosh. Mmm. That's probably one of the best cakes I've ever had. This thing is delicious. Oh my gosh. It's lemony, it's got the strawberries, it's got kind of a crunchy crust. Oh man, it is so good. Mmm. You see some of the yellow by the crust? Oh my gosh. Oh. Mmm. I will definitely be making this again. This is one of the best cakes I've ever had. Hands down. Hands down. So give this a try. I'm gonna post the recipe down below. You are gonna love it. Give it a try. It's so good. Oh my gosh. So there you go. Can't wait to serve this tomorrow. It's gonna be the star of my Easter show. So thanks for joining me, everybody. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel. Give me a like, a thumbs up, or ring that bell for future notifications, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.